Sarah, I want you to stay with us. I also want to bring in the state attorney for Palm Beach County in Florida, Dave Aronberg. Dave, as you heard, more than 30 people in Trump's orbit have been subpoenaed by the Justice Department in recent days. Just how much of an escalation does this represent in this overall investigation?
A big one, Wolf. Well, now we know what Steve Bannon was referring to when he said publicly that there were 35 MAGA leaders who had their home raided. We couldn't figure out what he meant because that would have been out in the public, and we didn't see that. Well, what he did was confuse search warrants with subpoenas. But still, subpoenas are a big deal, and the timing is not a coincidence. As Sarah said, this comes right before the 60-day quiet period before the midterm elections when DOJ tries not to influence an election. That's why this all came all at once. But the fact that Bannon and other MAGA leaders seem shocked that this happened shows to me that Merrick Garland has lulled many in Trump world into a false sense of security. This is the kind of slow build that Attorney General Garland has been known for in his prosecutorial career. It's like that boiling frog that doesn't realize the temperature has been turned up until it's too late.
So what do you think, Dave, specifically, what do you think these investigators from the Justice Department are interested in from these key Trump allies like his former campaign manager and former deputy chief of staff?
I think the key to focus on is the fake elector scheme, Wolf, because I think that could be the easiest in which to charge MAGA leaders, because those individuals, including Trump, who knew that the lists of alternate electors were not legitimate and knew that they were being submitted to government bodies, could be charged with conspiracy to defraud the United States, also obstruction of an official proceeding. Remember, there was a federal judge, a well-respected one, who said that it was more likely than not the former president committed both those crimes. Plus, I think they're going to look at the financial crimes related to the Save America PAC. This is similar to the investigation and prosecution of Steve Bannon for the We Build the Wall charity scam. Because, Wolf, financial schemes are easier to prove than others because they're focused on paper trails. People lie, but documents do not.
You know, Sarah, it's interesting. This is quite an escalation by the U.S. Department of Justice after it received a lot of criticism, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think Democrats in particular have been critical. You know, we heard some members of the January 6th Select Committee, other Democrats, who were very critical of the tack Merrick Garland was taking. They believed that he was too slow to look into the former president and his allies. I think that would be probably a hard argument for them to continue to make. It's pretty clear from, you know, the latest subpoena action that they are looking at a wide range of people who were in the former president's orbit. And, you know, to your point that people may lie, but documents don't, they're seeking a wide range of documents from these folks that they are subpoenaing, and in some cases, they are also seeking testimony.
You know, Dave, at least some of these subpoenas also requested records these recipients handed over to the House January 6th Select Committee. So what are they trying to get to the bottom of with that specific request?
Well, it depends. The House Committee for January 6th was looking at the attempted insurrection. And the Department of Justice's investigation here is broader than that. They're going to look at anything and everything, and they're going to also draft behind the January 6th committee, because just because the January 6th committee has it doesn't mean that prosecutors are going to get it. And so they were paying attention to those hearings, and that's, I think, led to this day. A lot of us were critical of Merrick Garland for his timidity, but it looks like he was just doing a slow build, waiting for this moment right before the 60-day quiet period occurred. And it looks like it really is a shock to the MAGA world.